Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you very much for joining me for a very special challenge guide for Season 3 Week 1. Now today I'm going to introduce Mini-Benjo to my videos. You'll see him in the bottom corner now. Thanks for all your support, it's been absolutely amazing, and make sure to enter my giveaway which ends on the 25th of August and I'll be doing a live draw. But as always, let's get straight into it, as this week it's going to be, well, a real challenge. They've really stepped it up, which is brilliant. The video is going to be a little bit longer, but there will be timestamps for you to skip ahead if you need to. Let's go straight into the rewards. First up for the solo challenge is the MK17 Tiger Fan gun. It has a set roll, but the suppressor can be removed. It does make it a little bit more viable, but other than that it's not customizable. There is a Commando Skull patch for the community challenge, which actually looks the bollocks. And finally for the Task Force challenge is an XP tier 1 booster. But let's get on to solo challenge 1. Okay, so without killing any enemies, deploy to Tobacco Bravo, then complete the mission stock drop. Ironically, Smoke85 pretty much challenged me to this a few weeks back, and this is the easiest way to go about it. So first of all, you need to head to Tobacco Bravo, jump in a helicopter and fly over to the area. Now I recommend going on to the other side of the base, because here you'll be able to take out the drone jammer. Without taking that out, this becomes very difficult as you've got to get in there. Whereas if you take that out, you can sneak down into this river. I do recommend that you go up the river first, because once you get hunted, which is what you want to do because it will draw a lot of people out of the base, you want to change your position. So I run down the river and they all just walk past me once I'm laying down, which is absolutely fine. Make sure that you're spotting everything so that when you do set off your explosive drone, you don't catch any enemies by mistake. As you can see, of course, the enemies which I drew out by initially getting hunted are all just gathering away from me in my initial location, so I don't have anything to worry about. But here you just need to wait for your drone to recharge so that you can send it back out again. And this is just rinsing and repeating, making sure that you've got nobody close enough that's going to get killed by it and taking them all out. But there you go, that's the first challenge complete. So all you need to do is destroy them, you don't need to escape or anything, just don't kill anybody. Job done. Now solo challenge 2 is a lot trickier. Without shooting a single bullet, deploy to Coro Charlie, then complete the mission Aggressive Competition. It's a multi-stage mission which is quite interesting because it throws a few different things at you. Now first of all, we've got to interrogate somebody, and if you see in this video, my plan was initially to C4, but my C4 placing was out because it's been a little while since I've really been playing the game. What I do is I try to take out the cars, I try to flashbang because I was expecting them to get out the cars because I've stopped them and they're suspecting me. I was thinking, right, they're going to jump out, so I flashbang them. But they don't get out the car, so I just switch straight to my frag grenade and just blow them up. But the ironic thing is that once I've blown them up with my frag grenade, I thought, okay, right, I need to grab this guy. I'll run over the mound, come to the car, and as I've taken him out of the car, I see that the driver's still in there, still alive, and he's like, nope, fuck this shit, I'm out. He didn't even get out of the car to help his buddy, he was just like, nah, I'm out of here, see you later, mate. So yeah, that was a little bit strange, but it was the first step. The other reason that I will tell you that I'm doing this at night is for the tactical advantage on step 2. I have tried to put the brightness up on all of this so that you can see this a little bit clearer, because I know that it's not the easiest thing to see night gameplay, especially when it's sped up. However, once you've got the intel, you need to fly across to the cocaine factory. Now the cocaine factory has got quite a lot of enemies in there, and there's a few snipers about as well, so you're going to have to be careful. But I come in from the back on this river, as it's quite clear and open, and it's where you need to really go to. Take your time to spot and mark everybody out that you possibly can as you're going through. You don't want to get caught out. As you can see, there is quite a lot of enemies, and they're in some quite awkward places as well. The sniper towers have got good lines of sight over the base, and there's also people up on crates and boxes inside the area. As you can see, you jump up round the back, it's very clear, it's kind of your best route in without getting spotted or detected, and you don't want that just yet. But take the opportunity to really get a lay of the land, figure out where the buildings are, figure out where these guys are. Now just take your time when sneaking up and around, but once you've snuck into the building, you need to hack the computer, and now you need to destroy 2 cocaine stocks. Now I recommend that the one on the right hand side of the base that you jump in, the one that I'm heading to now, is the best one to go to first, as you're not going to get into a conflict with a lot of enemies. Now if you do get a stray person coming for you, the best thing to do is just be patient, use a flashbang, rip the dream, hit myself. It happens, it's why I'm Benjo ripping, if you've never got that before. If they're out in an open location, make sure that you take them to somewhere discreet, so grab them rather than knocking them out straight away, and then you're not going to get suspected unintentionally. But take your time moving across. As you can see, there's quite a lot of enemies which will appear in this area. Use diversion laws, noisemakers if required, it's just about timing and patience. But once you're in here, just chuck out some C4. Now I didn't blow the C4 straight away, as I didn't want to get spotted or attracted too soon. So I thought this was the best way to do it, because C4 is what I'll be using to take out the next one. So I should be able to take them both out at the same time. Once you've planted, make your way back. Now as we were at night, I wanted to take a bit of advantage of the darkness. So at this point I switched across to my EMP drone, took out the generator and continued on my way. The advantage here is that of course they do get suspected, which means that people are going to be drawn to that area, so it gives you an opportunity to sneak round the back. So now when you come round the back, you want to be careful. There's this guy up here on the top in a machine gun and a guy down the back. Now I've gone back to my noisemaker because my intention, I want to pull this guy out to make sure that he doesn't see me as I come up to get this guy, because this guy is looking over the door of the second stock. So you need to jump up there. I kind of had a moment and I didn't use my flashbang. I'd recommend that you do chuck that on and use that. I get quite fortunate because, as you can see, by a gnat's cock I survived there. I did get engaged, which means they're all now coming for me. So I've had to do a little bit of a runner back out and keep myself safe. So I'm hunted. I've dropped out because I've just been spotted again. I thought it was coming across the top, and there we go again. Benjo ripping. But at the end of the day, these things happen, and I didn't die, so let's carry on. So I've taken out this guy that's coming for me. Just use your flashbangs again to take advantage of getting up close, so you can just take them down in close quarters. And I move round to the other side of the base as they're all going to be heading round that way for me. That's not a bad thing, getting suspected or hunted, because it's going to start moving. Keep moving around the base and taking them out. It's the only way to do it, to kind of be sneaky. But when I come in for this guy, again, flashbang myself, out of practice, but that's the way it goes. So I'm starting to move up to this door and I see that I've got a group of people starting to come back. I want to kind of draw them back all in together. So I'm drawing them all in because if I can get them all with one hit, it'd be ideal for me to continue to the next phase and clear out some more enemies. So I just use my noisemaker to draw them all together. I'll pop up with a little flashbang, not going to get myself with this one. Then chuck in the grenade. As you can see, the grenade goes off but leaves one alive. At this point I'm thinking, shit, I can't believe he's not dead. So I just go for it. He's still flashbanged, gives me time to get in and take him down. Boom. Still wish I had my knife from Fallen Ghost, but hey, that may never happen. So then open this door, and in here are going to be the 3 enemies. Be wary. I chuck a flashbang in so they get them all stunned, and now I bring back out my C4. Chuck my C4 in because it's got a lovely wide blast radius, which means I should be able to clear out all 3 of them in one hit. So I just pop back round the other side of the room, blow it up, and as you can see they're all dead. I missed that last cocaine stock, so I just got to go back up there, chuck another bit down, blow that up, and there we go, challenge complete. I've got to say that is the best challenge that they have put out to date in my opinion. It really took some thought, it took a lot of time, and as you can see that's the reason why this video is a lot longer this week. But that is how I went about getting that challenge done, so using those techniques you should be able to do that as well. Challenge 3 is an absolute piece of piss. On extreme difficulty and without dying, deploy to Villa Verde Bravo, then complete the missions Laboratory 1 and Laboratory 2. It's quite simple, you just need to jump in the helicopter, have your EMP drone equipped, and you'll really be able to take advantage of this and get this done nice and quickly. So just head over onto this rock. As long as you're within 250 meters, it gives you your range for your drone to be able to activate. Jump out, send it down, just get on the other side of this wall and Bob's your uncle, Fanny's your aunt, generator down. So because that generator's down, just jump straight back into your helicopter, start Laboratory Mission 2, fly across, and it's simple again. Fall down on this path, get right into this corner, right next to the generator, set off your EMP, and there we go. Challenge complete. The Task Force Challenge: in any production province, use binoculars to mark Santa Blanca veterans. So the 4 regions you've got to work in are Tabacal, Villa Verde, Ocoro, and Libertad. That one's pretty simple to mark them up. There's a few ways that you can do it. You can go over to a mission where there's going to be like steal a helicopter or something like that. Or any of the bases you're going to find veterans, so just take the time to get out there. The community challenge is to mark up camp equipment in any production province as well. So again, in these regions, just make sure that you're marking up all the equipment. And I can already see from only being out a couple of hours, there's already like 5,000 done of the 100,000 on Xbox, which is great because I do actually want that patch this week. Well, that's this week's challenge guide. Definitely my longest to date, and I'm sorry, I usually like to try and keep these as quick and short as I can, but that wasn't possible with Solo Challenge 2. However, I hope that you have enjoyed it, and if you stayed to this point in the video, I do really thank you. And remember to enter my giveaway. But until next time, take care.